Welcome to Books for Success. Today, we're delving into the wisdom within The Cost of Discipleship by Dietrich Bonhoeffer. The Cost of Discipleship, first released in 1937, examines the fundamental commitment required to truly follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. It explores the idea of cheap grace versus costly grace, presenting an argument that genuine discipleship demands a substantial personal sacrifice. Who's it for? Theology students, practicing Christians, readers interested in religious philosophy. Before we begin, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications if you want to keep receiving the knowledge of book summaries about health, wealth, love, psychology, and much more. Don't be shy about dropping your book suggestions for us to summarize. Also, you can use this video as an audiobook summary. Let's grow and succeed together. One big idea: difficult discipleship. The idea we'd like to talk about this time is the perplexing challenge of true discipleship. This pushes us to question whether we are willing to pay the high price required for genuine Christian discipleship and confronts us with the stark reality of costly grace. Taking the comfortable path. The cost of discipleship is a profound exploration of what it truly means to follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, both as individuals and as a collective community. The book examines the teachings of the Christian religion, recognizing it as something more than just intellectual belief, but instead as a vital, life-changing commitment. The book opens by making a strong distinction between cheap grace and costly grace. Cheap grace is defined as grace that one can earn or achieve easily, without much dedication or struggle. This form of grace is superficial, offering comfort and forgiveness without requiring any personal change or sacrifice. Have you ever selected an easy route, only to realize later that though it was less strenuous, it failed to offer the same sense of achievement and satisfaction as its more challenging alternative? Then you might have experienced cheap grace. Costly grace, on the other hand, involves investing effort, embodying the teachings of Christ, and accepting the potential cost of discipleship. This idea is easily applicable to everyday life. Consider a situation where you have to choose between telling a harsh truth that might cause discomfort or keeping quiet to maintain peace. The easy path of cheap grace would be to say nothing, while the costly grace path would involve speaking the truth out of a commitment to honesty, even if it creates tension or conflict. The text further delves into the Sermon on the Mount and the importance of living out its teachings, which include loving one's enemies, practicing righteousness, and giving to those in need. These teachings and actions aren't portrayed as lofty ideals but as practical aspects of daily living. The original sin, according to the book, is humans believing they have the ability to discern right from wrong independently of God. This inclination leads to pride, an obstinate refusal to obey God's commandments, and a tendency to live by personal laws, resulting in people becoming judges and gods unto themselves. The book further emphasizes the importance of the church as the living body of Christ, composed of individuals who live their faith genuinely, not by merely following empty rituals or traditions. It stresses the call to community, highlighting that living out the teachings of Christ is not a solitary exercise. To be a true disciple, we should live in and as part of a community of believers. The book further explores the ethical implications of Christianity, particularly the call for individuals to act against injustice, deceit, and oppression, a stance that Bonhoeffer himself took during Nazi rule. Additionally, the book offers commentary on the concept of worldly versus religious life, emphasizing the integration of faith into all areas of life. It challenges the reader to scrutinize the depth of their own faith and commitment, pushing them towards a path of costly, meaningful discipleship. The cost of discipleship is both a challenge and an invitation, calling readers to understand the teachings of Jesus Christ profoundly, surrender their lives to the divine command, and live out their faith. It underlines that when we pay the cost of discipleship, we reach the life of joy, peace, and deeper understanding that abides within God's grace. Final words. The cost of discipleship is a powerful exhortation towards meaningful discipleship, calling individuals to live their faith rooted in the heart of Christ's teachings. It underscores that the road to discipleship may be laden with challenges, sacrifices, and even suffering, but the reward is the profound peace and fulfillment found in faithfully following Christ's path. Thanks for being part of our insightful voyage. If our summary piqued your interest, we encourage you to dive into the complete book for a deeper understanding. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content if you're new here, and share it with others who might find it valuable. Keep on reading, discovering, and advancing until our next adventure.